girl. I think she's a naughty girl, the blacksmith's girl.
She's a plucky girl, Sue.
Isn't she?
Yeah, she's very plucky. She's every woman, you know. She's the kind of the part of you that doesn't give up ever.
Yeah, I like the idea of that.
Yeah.
I can picture her as well, because you can almost, as you were saying in that track, you know, with your producer, you can actually, he's captured the acoustic sound, but you can smell the fresh air and actually the heat of the blacksmith's forge. You can just, it's just there.
Absolutely,
and the sweat.
And the sweat, and this image. I just have this image of this this girl, you know, this young girl with her rifle slung over her shoulder that's too big for her, and her hat and her dog, and just trumping, you know, through the mud, through the woods.
How did that inspiration come to you?
Well, it was inspired by a poem that I read by a woman called Judith Wright. So the lyrics came from that. Were very much inspired from that, and and then, you know, the imagery was just so strong. You know, I kind of, as soon as I read the poem, I thought, my God, you know, that has to be a song, you know. And then I just sat down, and the music just kind of took me over. Really.
Did it?
The Blacksmith Girl took me over.
When you start to write, do you sort of do you jam with yourself, or do you write lyrics first, or how do you do it?
God, it's never the same. It depends entirely what I'm writing about. You know, it can. The best, I have to say that the best songs, I'm barely even aware that I'm writing them. They just come.
They just happen.
They just happen. You know, I mean, there's one song which I might play for you later called "Another Way to Be," that I wrote in LA, and I had terrible jet lag when I got, being a complete kind of, having never ever been to the States before, and you know, and I sort of got there and didn't sleep for 4 nights and was sort of trying to record this album. It was an interesting state to be in, actually. It's quite a good state to record in, because you can't really think. You're not sort of thinking, am I getting this right? You're just doing it.
It's just happening.
It's just happening.
Mm.
But I kind of, you know, 5 o'clock in the morning, yet another night of not sleeping, and that song just, you know, just appeared.
I think we should hear it.
You think we should hear it? Hear that first? Okay.
Let's hear that first, because that kind of paints a picture.
Because I've been talking about it.
She's got to put her dulcimer away now.
Okay, I'm putting the dulcimer away and I'm picking up the guitar.
Guitar. How many instruments? Oh, well, I've said that, haven't I?
You've
How many
asked
instruments you play? Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping that I can include pianos. I used to play the piano, and then I gave it up, which, a warning to everyone, never give up the piano, because you know, you never know when it's going to come in handy.
Absolutely. All right.